Millions of devotees across the country pour their hard-earned wealth, stacks of cash, gold chains, and silver coins into temple donation boxes, driven by unquestioning faith. To manage this massive influx of devotion, the government established the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust in February 2020. They were appointed as the official, secure custodians of the public's money. People dropped their offerings, believing divine forces and strict institutional oversight were guarding their money. But behind the closed doors of the temple complex, an incredibly organized looting operation was quietly siphoning off those exact donations. This flowchart maps out how the alleged heist actually works. The funds are diverted through 4 highly effective methods: ground-level cash skimming, the quiet disappearance of precious metals, mathematically impossible real estate deals, and the deliberate destruction of internal evidence. This is a highly organized supply chain of corruption, operating within the very structures meant to protect public faith. The extraction begins at the ground level, deep in the basement of the Pilgrim Facilitation Center. Every day, about 20 workers per shift face the massive logistical task of emptying and counting the contents of 35 different donation boxes scattered across the temple grounds. Here, a ground-level operator named Tinu Yadav oversaw the counting process. The physical mechanics of the theft were surprisingly simple. Workers grouped cash into 10-note bundles. Instead, they secretly slipped in extra notes, recording it as 10. After the audit, those surplus notes were extracted. By repeating this daily, Tinu built a 50 crore rupee fortune. But cash is heavy and slow to move. For a much faster payday, the operators turned their attention to the high-value precious metals shipped in by communities across India. The deposits included massive physical assets of immense value. The Sindhi community in Pune, for instance, delivered 210 solid silver bricks, weighing exactly 1 kilogram each. Other individuals handed over heavy gold necklaces and heirlooms. According to internal reports, these high-value metals were handed directly to the trust's general secretary, Champat Rai. However, when these massive deposits were made, no official receipts were ever issued to the donors. By deliberately refusing to issue a piece of paper, the management ensured these bricks and chains never officially existed on the temple's ledgers. Faith-based giving is instantly converted into an untraceable black asset. Even with cash skimmed and silver vanishing, millions still successfully reached the trust's bank accounts. To extract that capital, the operators needed a legal loophole, and they found a massive one in real estate purchases meant for the temple's expansion. Intermediaries bought land at the baseline market rate. Almost immediately, they flipped it to the trust at an artificially inflated price, 17 times higher. This massive margin bypassed the temple, flowing directly to insiders, allegedly funding farmhouses for their relatives. You might wonder how tens of crores could bleed out of the accounts without the banks or internal auditors raising a massive red flag. The reality is, they did. Both the State Bank of India and a private audit firm issued explicit warnings about the lack of systematic donation records and the highly irregular financial trails. Internal whistleblowers tried to stop it. Trust accountant Mahipal Singh discovered the theft in 2021. He reported it directly and was promptly fired. To ensure no one could verify Singh's claims, 7 to 8 months of security CCTV footage from the counting rooms was permanently deleted. Ignoring auditors, siring accountants, and deleting hard video evidence points to a coordinated effort to blind the oversight system. Despite the leaked audit reports, multiple registered FIRs, and formal complaints escalated all the way to the Prime Minister's office, the core power structure of the trust remains completely intact today. Whenever political figures attempt to present these documents and highlight the discrepancies publicly, the allegations are aggressively dismissed or completely ignored by the ruling authorities. There is a glaring disparity in how justice is applied here. While a few low-level counting staff might face an inquiry or get shuffled around, the top brass, the men signing off on the land deals and receiving unreceipted silver, face absolutely no legal consequences and retain total control of the finances. Defending the integrity of the faith requires exposing the people exploiting it. The worst perpetrators in this story are those who weaponize the name of Lord Ram to shield their own looting from public scrutiny. True devotion demands rigorous vigilance. If citizens continue to donate blindly without demanding institutional transparency, powerful men will continue to treat the spiritual faith of millions as their own highly profitable, risk-free business model.